Hi guys, I'm Megan and I'm doing this thing called a Sisterhood of the Travelling Journal. Basically, you get a blank journal, you fill it up with some stuff, and then you post it to someone across the country, across the world, depending on who is in your group. And then they add some stuff to the journal, then they post it to someone else and they add stuff. And in the meantime, you also get the other girls in the group's journals to add to. I am going to be doing a flip through of my journal. I actually don't have my journal on me because I've already posted it off, but I do have a blank version of my journal. So in theory, you just fill this journal with, I did 7 pages with many different things you'll see on my flip through. But yeah, it's just a way to sort of be creative, to meet new people and just have fun. Everyone has different journaling styles. I go for a very more junk journaly feel. You'll see when I do my flip through. I'm going to be documenting my whole travelling journal series on here on my YouTube as a way to sort of remember each journal and also to just have it out there as a sort of like video diary. I will be posting flip throughs of every single journal that I get and the stuff that I add to it. And in that you can see how I use junk, because I'm primarily a junk journaler, in order to make art. And I also probably end up drawing stuff, painting stuff, all of that sort of fun stuff. I won't just be like sticking stuff in. A lot of junk journaling for me is about like making my own creative spin on something that people would either just throw away. And it's also for me to consciously produce less waste. And it's also very therapeutic for me. But that being said, you'll see that throughout this series, everyone has very different styles, and you'll also see how people adapt to that and how people make everything their own, which I'm really excited to show you guys. And the reason that I started or wanted to start this journal thing is because I started posting my journal stuff on TikTok, and one of my friends in real life reached out to me and basically told me that she really wanted to start one. So together we sort of decided to start a journaling group. Yeah, without further ado, let's go to Past Me to show you a flip through of my journal. Past Me. Hi guys, welcome to my flip through of my journal. So I have completed my part of the Sisterhood of the Travelling Journal, and I thought I'd just talk you through what I've done and show you a little bit about it. So this is the journal. This is actually a blank copy of the journal, but basically I just wanted to show you what it looks like with nothing in, so you have a reference point for what I've done. So this is just like a bendy sort of like a softback journal, and it's got bullet points in the book. That's pretty much it. There's nothing more to say about it apart from that. This is my Sisterhood of the Travelling Journal. So I have decorated the front with stuff. I ordered a couple stickers online and I managed to find some cute vibes for the front of my book. So this is the front of my travelling journal. Next is the first page. So this is my opening spread of my journal. I actually made these letters with paper and pens. I don't know if you could probably tell, because I didn't have like stickers or stuff like that to put, so I just, you know, made it with this. I think it turned out pretty well, and then I made these sort of like windows and I drew some stuff in them, and then I put some stamps that I had left over from previous letters that I had received. So this is a really good intro. I think it's kind of basic, and I found some like old packing paper to put as a background, just to sort of like not make it look like it was just like glued into a book, if that makes sense. Anyway, this is the next page. This is my rules and check-in. So I have left post-it notes around the whole of my book to kind of direct the people that are going to be receiving my journal into what they need to do on the pages that aren't completely clear, because some pages are kind of like less clear than others, if that makes sense. So if you see these around the book, this is just like guidance to make sure that my friends know exactly what they're doing. And for this I cut out an old magazine piece here, which is just like a bookshelf, because I thought that's very like cute and like it's actually kind of neutral. It actually looks quite cool. Then obviously I made these titles, and I actually had this piece of paper in my collection from a scrap, And then this is obviously just ripped out of a notebook, and I've written all the rules that I want my friends to follow. And I also added some coloured paper that I also bought from a craft shop. I just bought a bunch of origami paper. So this is my first like page with writing, I guess. But yeah, I really love the background of this actually, and I think it turned out better than I thought it would. So yeah. Anyway, next we have my about me page. Now this I really love. I spent a long time thinking about how I want to present myself and what I did, and in the end I put some pictures of myself. This is me. I've actually changed a lot since I took these pictures, but that doesn't matter. This is my dog. I love tea. Tea's one of my favourite things, so I popped a tea bag in there with a tea sticker. And then I love reading, so I put some reading stuff in there, and I love beauty, so I put some beauty stickers there as well. Then I filled it in with stuff about me, and I filled it in about my age and what I like, what I look like, what I'm into, what vibe I am, my favourite colours, what some of my favourite things are. But basically this page can be as long-winded or as short as you want it. It's just a page that I did so people know this is my journal, this is like about me, and this is what I like. And I had this paper from a gift that I got, like the wrapping, so I saved the wrapping and that, and I also had this from a while ago as well. And then I also found this frame, so I actually like cut out this frame and wrote about me in it. And as you can tell, I do a lot of junk journaling. Like half of this is junk, like that's junk, this is cut out from a magazine, this is junk. Next is my take or leave page, and this is something that I've seen in a lot of videos. They do a take or leave, and I really liked it, so I will show you what I've put in here. There's a lot of stuff in here, as you can see. There's literally mountains of stuff, because I wanted everyone to have a really nice selection. Anything that's not taken, I will just put back into my collection itself. But I will just show you it all, because why not? I love drinking tea, so I put in a bunch of old tea packets if people want that for scrapbooking, because I know that they're really good for like junk journaling. A lot of these like random bits of paper from like little craft books I have, so I put a bunch of random papers in because I thought some people may not have like supplies or stuff like that, so I ended up just putting a lot of little bits of paper that can be used for scrapbooking in, because I wanted everyone to have like a nice choice. And there's only 6 other girls doing this with me, so between them they can, you know, choose what they would like. I have a sticker book, so I actually cut out some stickers from my sticker book, and I also put some stickers in there myself, which I thought were really cute. These are also stickers, but these are individual stickers, so I wanted to include them. And these are quite cute, like they're giving quite aesthetic vibes. And all my friends I'm doing this with have different sort of like aesthetics they're going for, so I also put in some of these as well. Then I went through magazines, and I love cutting out stuff from magazines for my junk journal, so I thought I'd do that. So I found some of these cutouts. I got some brand stuff like Ford, I've got some boots, I cut out a handbag that I thought would be cute. I cut out just some little things. I kind of just went a bit crazy on this bit because I just thought there were so many random things that you find in magazines which you don't really think of as like sticking in somewhere, but actually like stuff like these shoes could be really good if you were doing like anything sort of fashion related. So I have a whole page of shoes, and I just cut out like 3 or 4 shoes to put in there. Cut out some random products as well. That is all my take it and leave it stuff. It's kind of full, and I can't lie, like I'm hoping these girls really like take what they want, because I've left a lot there because I basically just want them to have loads of cute stuff for their journal, and it would be really cool to see them like use it in future projects even. That is everything that they can take. I've written take a few things that you would like underneath, and then this is leave me some junk. So obviously I've put in my introduction page here of stuff that I'd like, and they can leave me some stuff which they think I would like to use in my future products as well. So this is why this one's empty and this one's full, because over time this one will get more full and this one will get more empty. Next, this is a really simple page because I didn't want to do all my pages too extravagantly. This is a show your pets page, and I've put my dog here, my dog Helly here, and I've just decorated the corners, and I've just done a simple title. I'm hoping that everyone will just show their pets here. Next is a really simple page as well, but I love to share girly tips. That's one of my favorite things to do online in general. I love giving people advice. So I made a advice and top tips page here. And as you can see, I've got my little post-it note here of everything. This just tells you to add advice or top tips here. And I've added 2 for myself because I want people to read them, and if it helps them, then they can like remember that. But also I would like to just set the tone for it. And obviously I just put a random beauty magazine at the back for sort of like backdrop, and some more packing paper, because I thought this is kind of like relevant for top tips and it's kind of giving it a bit more character than just writing. I say that having done this for my last page, but I think I'm fine. Next, I did purple page because my favorite color is purple and I would love to have like a purple themed page. I cut out, this is another cup of tea that I had. I cut out this from a magazine, I cut out this from a magazine, and this is a sticker, however you can't really see it. And I've also written add purple to this page just in case it wasn't clear, and I've also added that as well. But this is just an easy like add to page, and you don't really need like stickers. This is why I try to set the tone in all of my pages for what I want. I don't really want people to feel like they're obliged to use their best stuff in this journal if they don't want to. That's why I've been very like liberal with all the magazine stuff, because I know that my style of junk journaling is very much trying to use what I have and not buying too much, and just, you know, trying to make art out of rubbish. That is what I want to do. So I've set the tone by basically putting a bunch of stuff here, and I want to see it all filled. I put purple in the back again with this wrapping paper that I got for a present, and just some random paper I got from a craft shop as well. So this is a cute page, and it's a very simple and straightforward page. Next is one of my favorite pages, and this is washi tape library. Now I don't know if all my friends are gonna have washi tape, but I have just made this in case. Add washi tape here and they can just add their own washi tapes. I've added some of my own. I drew this out, I measured it out, and it was just really fun for me to make. I think it was very simple for me to make, and it's just nice to see what people will come up with and pop on this page. Again, I haven't got any of those letters that you see in all of those like bougie junk journals. I literally just make all of my writing by hand with paper and pen, and that works best for me. But yeah, so I've got this, and I drew like some stuff on it. Obviously I'm not the best artist, but yeah, I drew some stuff here, and I've added this post-it note just so everyone knows what to do, because I feel like sometimes you can just like have a moment where you just don't understand, which is fine by me. But yeah, next is a what are you drinking page, and again, another tea bag. This is like 3 tea bags in my journal so far, I'm aware, but guys, I love tea. I really love tea. I've put my tea here, and it's what are you drinking, and I put a table with, you know, some cups of tea and some food, and basically I want people to put their favorite drink here, and I put add your favorite drink or beverage here, and basically I've just put my cup of tea. This is the tea that I literally am drinking this exact tea right now. Also, let's take a second for this like beautiful mug. I love it. Anyway, yeah, so this is my favorite tea, and I've put it here, and then I've just made a backdrop out of like a random table setting from a magazine because I thought that was quite, you know, on theme. And then I also found some like lemon paper from one of the craft shops, so I've also stuck that there to fit this vibe. But pretty much just very chilled out, very just, I want to see what people are drinking. I want recommendations basically, and yeah, this is a good way to get recommendations from people. Next is favorite song. So I've put my favorite song. They can either draw it or write it here, but I made little like play things for everyone, and it was very simple. I just wanted people to label it. And then I want to do group playlists. So I've put 2 songs on here which I like, and then when I get this back, I'm gonna make this into a playlist, and I'm gonna share the link with everyone. So here's my group playlist one, and this is literally just write whatever you want. And it's pretty self-explanatory, but music's one of my passions, so I kind of wanted to incorporate music somehow into like this. So yeah, I've kind of been like, if I can incorporate music, and I didn't want to do like a full double page spread, so I did 2 mini spreads, and I think that's going to work well for me. Again, with the sort of writing, I made this myself. And next, this is my closing spread. This was an actual junk journal spread. This was like a spread out of all the stuff that I have, because I just wanted to put some nice stuff down on paper and have like a go at journaling myself to see where I could get through. As you can see, there's quite a purple theme here. It's my favorite color, so what do you expect? And then I found some old magazine stuff here and here, some craft paper, some stamps, and a tea. Obviously can't be me without tea. Cat. And I've just put here, this is my closing spread, do not add to this page, have fun journaling, because whoever gets my journal next will be starting here from scratch. So that is a flip through of my section of the traveling journal. I will show you the front again so you guys can see. There are so many pages in here, but I think it's better to not have a full journal, because what I want to do is, once this journal is over, I want to consolidate my feelings in the remainder of the pages here. I want to sort of be like, I really like journaling with this thing, and like what I could do, I'm going to sort of talk about my experience at the end when I get this back. But this is my closing spread. Let's take a moment for this spread actually, because I love this spread. I love all these like random stickers that I've accumulated over time. I've also made some like little keychains for my friends, but I'm not going to show them because I want that to be a surprise, and I don't know if they're actually going to be like watching this video. But yeah, so this is my Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. I hope you enjoy it, because I'm going to be documenting every single journal that I get, what I put in it and what they have in theirs. But yeah, this is my flip through. I'm gonna just, yeah, there we go. Lovely. There's my flip through. Goodbye guys. So that was my journal. I hope you guys liked it. I think it's really cute, and as you can see, I did a lot of like magazine pages. I love tea. I'll make a separate video on this channel probably dedicated to tea at multiple times in this year, but I love tea. It's something that I've literally fallen in love with, and as you can see, there's a constant theme of tea in a lot of my journal pages, and there probably will be, because it's such like a cute thing to add. So the whole point of a journal is to be interactive. I mean, it's another way of communicating with people, like without texting them. I think the art of sending a letter, sending a parcel is really lost in this society, so I'm really excited to see what the other journals bring. But that is all from me. Thank you for watching my journal flip through. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments and I will answer them all. But yeah, I thought this was just a really cute journaling intro, outro, explanation. Anyway, goodbye.